my friends. Come on in. Moment with Celeste. And I want to make sure, because I had it all sitting here. You know how it goes as soon as you jump on a live. I had written out everything I needed to know, you guys. I did, I promise. There it is. Okay. Right on the floor where I filed it. So come on in, Moment with Celeste. And we're going to be getting streamed live today into the Hen House and Bloom Company. My wonderful friends in that group. And we've had a fun few days. So we're just going to give Karen, who's going to be putting me in here, we'll just give her an opportunity to get that done. And I'll just keep my eyeballs open for it. Because after me is going to be Glitty Yaya with Michelle. So I hope you guys have been enjoying this event. I do. Okay. I think we're there. So when you come on, say hi. Shop Paradise Creations. Karen, you've got me in. Thank you, my sweet friend. We're going to go ahead here and we'll get started. What a fun couple of days it has been on the Hen House and Bloom Company. We have been doing the, it's called the Slice of Summer Mystery Box Challenge. And so this is our second and final day for it. And so if you haven't had a chance to watch the other presenters, it's all on the Hen House and Bloom. You can go back and do a replay and let everybody know when you do that too. Okay, that'd be awesome. So we're going to go ahead and get started. And I'm going to be opening my box from Little of Me Gifts and Specialties. And we have just been chomping at the bit to get into this. So as you come in, I'm going to wait and give it a couple minutes, or a minute or so here, for you guys to let me know you're with me. And we don't know what we're going to have to deal with today on this, but I know it's going to be fun. I truly do. So thank you so much, Lisa, for sending me this box. And I really love doing Mystery Box Challenge. Done, maybe, I haven't done a lot. I've probably done 4 of them. But I've always had a good time with them. So hopefully all of you will too. Hello, Donna. How are you, my friend? Thanks for coming by. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So, well, here is my box. I'm going to turn this down and let you take a peek. So while we're just waiting for a couple more, DK's Designs, hello, hello. And I'm so thankful to Ollie and her team for giving me the opportunity to be able to plug into this time for today. Because, you know, sometimes Celeste messes up on her schedules. So thank you for grace that some of you have had for me the last couple days. Hometown Homemade by Robin. Hi, Robin. And there's my sweet friend Renee from Magically Rustic Designs. So if anybody that's on here today is new to any of our pages, I'm Moments with Celeste. And then, of course, the Hen House and Bloom Company. And anybody else you see on there that has a page that you might not be following, would you consider giving us a follow? Because we could really use that. I'm so excited. I finally hit 1,900 followers, so I'm waiting to get 2,000 so I can party. So I have about 98 more to go. So if you aren't following me, please follow Moments with Celeste too. You're back from sprinkling me. Thank you, Karen, with Shop Paradise. Karen is our moderator today. Okay, let's open this box that came to me from Lisa with Little of Me Gifts and Specialties. Let's see what we've got in here. Thank you so much, Karen. I appreciate that. Yeah, sometimes that can be a little bit of a bummer, so I try not to pay too much attention, you know, because I don't want to get down about it if I'm not up to 5,000, but I'm okay. I'm glad to be at 1,900, and I'm glad that I have the wonderful followers that I have, and we just have a good time together regardless, don't we? Don't we? Okay, here we go. Okay, these are those boxes that I always find interesting to open. Ooh, got some pretty flowers, I see. Let me get the rest of the tape off of this. Oh, it's going to be a pretty. I can tell already. It's going to be a pretty. Do you think she meant it for my hair? Oh, probably not. Probably not. Okay, here we go with the reveal. We have a beautiful little bunch, and these are some of my favorite colors right there. Look at these. Very pretty, Lisa. I love that. And here is my base. A little frame here. Okay, what else do we get? Oh my goodness, what cuteness. Look at this. A little grape wreath heart. And oh, how cute is this? It's a little wood bee hanger. See that? That is really cute. And hi, Patsy. Thanks for coming in. Some more little flowers. Another little heart. This must be for me and John. I'm just no, this has to be for me and John. That we got 2 hearts, right? Okay. Oh my gosh, what do we have here? Ooh, ho, ho, ho. This would be a tricky one. I didn't bring anything to mix, but I'm going to use it at some point. This is Plumberry Milk Paint from Sweet Pickins, and it's a chalky paint that you have to mix with water. And we're going to just have, I don't know if I'll be able to use that today, but we'll find out. Oh, cute. Well, you've got all the things of summer in here, Lisa. All the things of summer. Look at this. You guys know I just got through doing 3 watermelon themed journal kits that I had in a sale the other night. Look at that pretty butterfly. And so I'm kind of like in a watermelon mood is all I can say. Oh, these are beautiful. Look. Oh my gosh, this is going to be hard for me to decide. Look at these pretty prints. Thank you so much, Lisa. Hello, Rooster Ridge Sunflower Company. Come on in. Sweet. All right, now I have to figure out. And then we have this. Oops, I dropped it. Nice big bundle. Look at this pretty trim. Can you see that? Isn't that a pretty one? Okay, we're going to put the box down here. And we're going to try to figure out what to do with this today. Oh my gosh, so I have to use at least 3 things that have been in here. Hi, Jill. Thank you for coming by. And I've got to decide. This is the hardest part. So I love the watermelon print. And this watermelon print, wouldn't it be cute with these real little flowers around it? You guys, I'm thinking this might be the direction I have to take this. So if I use the watermelon print, and I use these pretty flowers, and I use, let's see, we're definitely using this. So there's at least 3 things that I have. And I can see if I can fit in the heart somewhere. So if we're going to do something like this, I'm going to decoupage, which means I have to get busy, right? So let's see here. I'm going to take this piece here. Now I really want to get that little ant in there if I can. And if I can't, I can go Let's see if it'll work. I don't know. I'm going to take and press this in first so that I get the shape of the inside. And that'll give me a little pattern to follow. Little hello there, Mama, huh? Okay, we do that. I think I'm going to bring down just a tad more. Okay, now I'm going to cut that piece out because you can see there where you may or may not be able to see where I pressed it in. Well, let's just hope that this will be the right size. This is going to be an adorable little stand-up. I like to put these type of things in little plate holders. But I may even put this one in my wall here in my room, in my crafty room. Because, let's see here. Got it right there. Okay. And right here. Okay. And I know how beautiful this is going to be once this Mod Podge gets on this print too. It'll really make it pop. So I have, well now I have less than an hour. I have 50 minutes, 50 minutes to get this little masterpiece completed. You think I can do it? Okay. So, what I'm going to do here first is, let's see if this is going to fit, if I have to do any more trimming. Can y'all see? Let me get you down a little bit better. Okay. So we're going to try to get that in here. Okay, that's going to fit pretty well. Pretty well, she says. Okay. And I don't care if it comes up on the side a little bit. So that's going to be the inside. Now, I do like this natural wood color, but I'm wondering if I should maybe paint this. You know what would be fun? I'm going to paint the frame this frog colored green. It's a limeade actually. And hopefully I have enough. So let me grab a brush. I'm going to grab a brush up here. You guys, my room is a mess. I'm just saying. It is a mess. So I have no guarantees on what you might see today. Okay, let's take this and we're going to do this green because it's that watermelon kind of a green. Can you see that? And let's give it a coat of that, just a rough coat on this. And I'm okay if some of it wants to shine through and be a star of it. Some of my wood. Oh, look at this color. It's going to be fun. This is going to make me have a happy rest of the day. Hi, Hometown Handmade. Handmade by Robin. Thanks for coming in. It matches your... Hey, it does, doesn't it? I could print some heart on the front of my shirt. Can you tell I like these colors that Lisa has given me today of these flowers and things? Because they all, look at those colors today. Didn't even know it, right? It's even in my funky earrings today. I've got the pinkies going on. Okay. Top. I'm going to come down here and I'm going to do the inside. I'm excited that I got this box of goodies. It's got so many things in here that I like to use. I really didn't want to get the green on the white because sometimes when you decoupage it can show through, but we'll just keep our fingers crossed on this one, right? Just keep our fingers crossed. Okay. Got that done. Then we need to come back through here and do the outside edge. Because who wants an unfinished one, right? This is a green, is really a fun green. It's that Apple Barrels Limeade. Would you like to thank you for joining? Yes, thank you everybody for coming in today. Thank you for the Hen House in Bloom Slice of Summer Mystery Box Challenge. Couldn't have a better name. I love that. Slice of Summer. And gosh, my little slice of watermelon is going to be perfect with the theme. Hope I'm not splattering any of this on my shirt. I have been known to do things like that. Hello, Nothing's Wasted Designs. Happy to have you popping in. Okay. There we go. We've got that. I'm just going to thin down a little bit. Like I said, some of the wood grains showing through. But I don't care because that makes me feel like it's kind of an outdoorsy type of a feel. Okay. Got that. Now I got to wash my fingers so I don't get this all over me. Fun green. It sure is, isn't it? It did not come with the box. I actually just turned around as we were doing this because I keep all my paints right behind me, and sitting right there on the edge was this limeade green. Okay. I can cover this up with this little damp towel here. Let's give this a dry real quick. Maybe. Now, I've got to get another brush and my decoupage. And get my Mod Podge out. I think on this one here, I'll just use a sponge brush because I love just throwing these away. I'm not very thrifty when it comes to those kind of brushes because it's like, they only cost what? I get them for $1.25 or so, $1.50 at the Dollar Tree. And you know, by the time you break that down into 10, what's that math-wise? Isn't that fun? I love that color. How you doing, Kathy? Okay, so we're going to come here now, and I'm going to put my Mod Podge down. I'm going to clear over to the edge. And then when I get done, I'm going to come back and I'll do the whole thing. Like I'm going to do right now. You know, I'm always too impatient. Always afraid I'll forget later, so I might as well do it now. Okay, so we'll start first with doing the top part up here with my watermelon slice and my cute little ants. Aren't those cute? Such a cute print. And I gotta make sure I pull it right. Okay. Got her in there good. Get it smooshed over a little bit. Okay. Sorry, I'm just talking to myself. Just talking to myself. Okay, so we got that top half. I want to make sure I don't have any bubbles going on. Although, for those of you that know me, you know I don't care if I have crinkles and wrinkles in my decoupage because I think it adds even more character to things. Okay, so we got that there. And then we're going to put the rest of it right down here. Yeah, aren't these fun? I just think it's so fun doing these. Thank you, thank you. It is a fun little design and color theme that I got lucky to have today, isn't it? Fun, fun, fun. Okay, now I'll try to press it down good. Do any of you use a Breyer? Do you know I've been doing this decoupage kind of things, you know, for gosh, I don't know, probably 6-7 years now. And I have never invested in a Breyer. I know some people use them, but I never have. I just kind of use whatever I have laying around and give it a gentle little push down. I usually find that my fingers just do the best job. So, okay, got that. Now let's get this put on. Let's get the top coat. Come back over. I'm going to do the edges again of the paint. Yeah. And the older I get, the more I value wrinkles. That I just think that they're just so defining. In more ways than one, right? In more ways than one. Oh gosh. Yeah, the wrinkles, they, you know, just make it unique. Oh gosh. Okay. Oh. One of my favorite pastimes as a little girl, and I know I've told this story, some of you've probably heard, when I was like, well, my grandpa died when I was 9, so it was back before that. So it was probably when I was about 5 or 6. But my grandpa was a very tall, thin man. But he would, after he'd get home from work, he'd just run around the house, you know, with his pants and his t-shirt on. And his t-shirt was always kind of rolled up a little bit. Now, this is back in the 60s, guys. And so it used to just mesmerize me because as skinny as Grandpa was, when he'd sit in his chair, I'd always want to jump up and sit on the edge of the chair. And I'd lay my head on his shoulder and play with his arm fat. As skinny as he was, his skin, you know, would hang there. And he just let me do it. He'd sit there and read his newspaper, and I would just sit there and play with his arm. So if you ever need anything to calm you, you know, play with somebody's arm fat. I don't think it would calm me to play with my own as much, but, you know, I'm sure. Oh, the things we did. So then the other day, my sister has just recently moved from Minneapolis area up to Pittsburgh, closer to be next to their grandbabies. So she sent me this is a picture the other day where my sister's very thin. She's very thin. But, you know, she's younger than me, but she's got this hair. And so she's sitting in the restaurant with her family or whoever it was there. And lo and behold, her little 4-year-old is sitting in the bench, half asleep, with her head on her grandma's shoulder, playing with her skin bag. And my sister sends me a thing and sends a picture. She says, she is the only one I would ever allow to touch this. So see, even though those things come when we're older and we don't really like them as much, isn't this pretty? We can find use for them. You guys are all probably thinking, oh my gosh, she's a nutball. I kind of am. Okay, now we've got this, and I'm thinking as I'm looking here, so in my box came the pretty flowers. Hello, Julie, Jackie, Robin, Ollie, Patsy, Renee, and everybody else who's on here. Does your grandson do that too, Karen? Oh, gosh. We should start a baggy, saggy skin club. That's funny. So I've got these little ones that are in the kind of the creamy yellow color. That is this color here in the middle. I'm going to take first, and I'm going to get these snipped off, and I'm going to get my other scissors to do this. I'm going to snip them so they're kind of flat. And these here, I'm thinking I'm going to try to take these here that I have, and I'm going to try to open it up a little bit and put them on top of the pink flowers. Okay, so I think I can do that one and this one. So I love to layer anything and everything. I just love it. Okay, let's see. Let's put this. I'm going to put some glue there because you can see where I cut that bottom off. So sometimes if you do that, they do want to slide around for you, you know, slide off. But we're going to see here. So let's put this right here. I'm going to let it come over, overlap on the edge. Just a little. Okay. And we'll see how this does. See, that one fell out, so that's okay though. I'm going to just take it and glue it back in. And we're going to do it with this piece here. Okay. So I will take this little piece out. I'm going to hold my finger on there, not burn myself. Okay. So that's what I've done. I've taken the green plastics off of these, and then I've got that. And then we're going to come back in and put something in the middle here. So I'm going to do the same thing with this one, okay? Hello, Glitzy Yaya. Glitzy is with us next. So when I get through, you guys got to make sure that you go watch her. Glitzy Yaya. I love that. Glitzy, glitzy, Yaya. Right? Okay, we're going to do this one. And I'm going to take that top off. If I can pop its little head off here. And I'm going to stick it down there. I'm going to pull it up a little bit. And then I'm going to put some more glue down in here. And I'm going to put a little bit under the edge there. Just to make sure that it's going to stick. Okay. I love layering and I love dimensions. Like when it makes it like it's 3D. A lot of you probably saw me make the big vase of flowers, all wall art that I had bought, and added all of these in place of the flowers that were painted on there. I had so much fun with that. I just have to say I did. Okay, now we do have, let's see if I still have that out. I don't know if I do. Let's see here. I had some gold. I just saw it this morning, but you know how that goes. That don't mean a thing. Let's see here. I had some of the gold. There's my silver, and I don't think the silver will do it quite as much justice as the gold. So that might be something I have to think about doing later on to it, but we'll see. You never know when it will pop up and rear its head. Like right now. It just reared its head in my bowl of tidbits. Okay, there we go. So, what I'm thinking here, let's go with, just to juice it up, we're going to do it glitzy yaya for you. Is I'm going to take, and I don't want two because I want the green to be seen, but I want enough of this. So I'm going to cut this little piece in half. I actually just had this here on my desk. Okay. See if we can get a big hunk of it, right? Now I can't get that song out of my mind. I don't even know the rest of the words, but I know that part. What a cute name for your page. I love it. Okay, let's get around here. Okay. I want to get clear to the other end because I don't know how much it's going to take. Glitzy, I love how your first name, Michelle, is spelled as well. I'm not familiar with your page, so I'm going to definitely be following you when I get through here. Okay. There we go. So I've got plenty now. So now I have to decide on here, do I want to take this pretty little ribbon and let's see here. If we take this pretty ribbon with the pretty little scallops, and I'm going to put that on here first. I love this ribbon. This is beautiful. This trim, really pretty. Can you see what it looks like on there? Isn't that pretty? So let's just take it and get my stinky glue out here. And we're going to go down and just do a bead. This right here. Come across and do the bottom, then we'll do the other side when I get it done with that. Okay, so this is really pretty. Love it, love it, love it. So I have to decide, and I think I've already decided, I want to put the scallopiest part on the outside edge. Do you love doing mixed media? I love it. I love doing mixed media. Okay, I'm going to slide her down. Okay, I guess I did the wrong side. Okay. And we're going to take this, I'm going to cut it up here. It'll come up. And we'll take this piece here. Hello, Lisa. What a fun, fantastic box you sent me, friend. I love it all. I do, I do. Okay, and we're going to bring this here and come across. Okay. And then we're going to come up here. This is really a fun little box to work with, let me just say. Hi, Mitzi! Speaking of boxes, Mitzi, your package went in the mail today. And anybody else I know it's on here that was in my sale the other night, everything got in the mail today. Okay. Come up here, gonna do this. And you're probably thinking, what on earth, what was she going to do with that gold stuff? Well, we'll figure it out. We will figure it out. Okay. Let's see here. Almost getting to the bottom of my stinky glue. You sure did, friend. You sure did. I can't wait for you to get them. I can hardly wait for it to get to your door. Okay, let's see here. We're going to get this one about right here. Bring it up here. Come on down. Okay, so there's my trim on my pretty little frame that I'm really loving. Let's go with this piece here, cut that off. Okay. And then I think I'm going to have to open my other bottle of stinky glue here. There we go. Okay. There, so we've got that so far. Isn't that cute? I love this. I love this. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much, Lisa. Now, here's what I'm going to debate on. Do I want to put my glue or my gold on top of this? And of course I do, right? So I'm going to run it up here on the top edge. Oh, how cute. Oh, you really gave me some fun pieces here. I love the vintagey lacy stuff. Trims. I love flowers. I love watermelon. I love bright colors. I just love it all. I'm pretty easy to please when it comes to pieces to use for art, because I really do. I honestly don't even know anymore that I even have a favorite color because I love so many of them. I am definitely a color person. I definitely love bright colors. And those are the colors that everybody says that I should always wear because that's what I look good in. Okay, let's see here. Come down here and trim this little one off that's hanging over here. It's supposed to be there. Okay. All right. Let's go with some more glue. And bring it right to there and see if I can just turn it maybe. I don't know if it'll let me or not. Yep, it's going to let me. This glitzy stuff that you can get, you know, sometimes you can follow at Dollar Tree, but a lot of times I'll get it at, I used to get it at Hobby Lobby. I don't even know if they carry it anymore. But I'm not going to get on that tangent. I'm not going to. Oh my gosh, this is looking so stinking cute. Okay, so then we've got to go back and I'll find my other piece that I had that I cut off, you guys. And it probably threw it somewhere because you saw me cut 2 pieces of it. Everything gets filed on the floor. Does that happen to you guys? You guys file things on the floor? I do. Okay, there's my flowers. There's this. Here it is over here again. I put it back where I got it. Imagine that. That is a rarity. I made lace from Ben Franklin. Oh gosh, I wish we had a Ben Franklin's here. We used to have them here in the Omaha and the little areas. In fact, my mom and dad, they pastored a church after I became an adult. It was probably a good thing for them after what all I had put them through as a teenager. But they pastored in a little church in Palmer, Nebraska, or sorry, Sidney, Nebraska. And they had a Ben Franklin's there that we used to like to go to, and our kids used to like to. But they don't have them here in Omaha area anymore. Okay. I'm so glad I had this little gold piece. Ta-da. Okay. There's that so far. Can you get a good picture of a see of it? Now, I really want to put some wordings in here, but I don't have any with me. But I'm going to, when we get done with this, I'll show you what, sorry, show you kind of what I have in mind. Let's see here. Like, I'm thinking that maybe just doing something like have right up in here. I'm just going to have it and just says have a sweet day or something like that. Hello, Nesting by Robin. Thanks for coming. Okay, now I have these cutesy little flowers. And I'm thinking, okay, just for a minute, I'm going to try something here. Because I can put one of these cute, oh yes, I can. I'm saying I can. I'm going to put one of these inside this that we took apart. I'm going to glue this a little more down here. And we're going to put one of these that came in this box. These cute little flowers. It's a little cream colored one. And we're going to stick that right inside. Oh, how cute. And I'll do that to both of these. This is so much fun to do. I love this. Gives me a happy heart, Lisa. A happy heart. Okay, there we go. So that's pretty. Then I'm going to take these petals that are kind of just shoved up there. I'm going to take and overlap it so that it comes over the edge a little bit. And let's just see what that's going to look like. Okay, we'll do that. So I just like that up there. I just do. And I'll put a little bit of this pink. Okay. do that there. And then I'm going to take, we'll do the same over here on one of these. Isn't this a pretty one? Lisa, in her box, gave me a whole bunch of printables that I am going to have so much fun with. And a butterfly one. I love that butterfly. I love this. I love them all. They're all just me. They just are. I'm just saying. They are all just me. Okay, so we've got that on there. Now I'm thinking I'm going to have to put something down here. Now, you know, I wish I had some little tiny little black buttons. But I don't know that I do. Well, I do. I just don't know how far I have to dig for all of them. Let's see here. What if we take a whole boatload of black buttons here? I wonder if I could find any teeny ones. The only thing is I have to dump the whole thing out to always get the teeny ones, right? Let's see here. Got every size except teeny. But I'm thinking, wouldn't it be cute to put a little black button for the head of each of the little ants? Maybe. I don't know. That's what I'm thinking. Here's a little one. Got one. We have found one out of the first 100 that I pulled out. I think I'm going to have to just dump them here. Anybody want some black buttons? Okay, let's see. There aren't a whole lot of teeny ones in this one. I thought I had more. Let's see. Looks like there's some littles here. Okay. How much time we got? Okay, we're still good. Okay, well, for first starters, I am going to take this teeniest one. And I'm going to put this little teeny one maybe right there. Maybe. I'm not sure yet. I'm not sure I like it. Put it so the eyes are going the right way. Oh, I think that would be kind of cute. You know, because I'm very whimsical. If you don't know, you do now. Okay, that's got to go there. So that means if that's where the teeny one goes, that's as teeny as it's going to get. So I'll have to be creative some other way with some of the others. But there, we'll just put that little tiny, it fits that little ant head just perfect. Can you see that? Okay, then I'm going to take, let's see here. There are no more of those. Isn't that funny? Out of all of those, there aren't any teeny ones. But I'll keep digging, but I'm not going to waste my time for all of you guys to watch me do it. Like, here's one here. But that's a kind of a big one. I think that looks a little dorky. Looks a little dorky, I would say. Here we have a butterfly. Now, what I'd like to do is, I don't know if I have a butterfly in here in my stash. I know I do over on the other side of the room, but let's see here. I don't see any butterflies in my stash. So, but I know I have a ton of butterflies. So what I'm going to do when I get off is I'm going to take and put a butterfly on top of this butterfly just to make it 3D. And then let's see what we can do down in here. Let's see, we have some more of these. I do a little cluster of these down here. Let's see what this looks like to try that. I'm going to stick them on here for now. Just do a little cluster, and I might put this one up on the edge. Okay. Put that one up there, and then maybe do this one like right in here. And that kind of gives us a little, what do you think? Do you think I should use yay or nay? Yes or no for this grouping of flowers? Yes or no? I like voters. I like you to vote. Yes or no? Yes or no? Give you a chance here to plug in your opinions. Mitzi says yes. Okay. All right. Let's do this. Okay, we're going to go with that. You all are saying yes here. So I'm going to glue them in. Nice thing about these is they have a sticker on the bottom of them too, which is kind of fun. So we'll stick that there. Then I've got a few more. Let's see if we want to do this. Maybe we'll put one up here. I just don't want to... Oh, that looks pretty too. We'll do that up there, so that'll kind of balance that out a little bit. Okay. Then we do have two more left. Maybe we'll shove a little one up in here, just one. I am liking the contrast of that. Let's see, where'd I... Okay. Just squish it up inside like that. Fluff it open. Oops, I fluffed it open a little too much. Okay, so there we've got that. So there's 3 sides that have something in it. So, and then I'm going to have that butterfly I'm going to put down here, right? And then, let's see here. Anything else I've got just sitting around doing nothing? I'm loving, let me get my, let me think where I would have put my stickles. Because I actually bought some stickles the other day for the first time. But the challenge will be remembering where I put it. It's not over here in this stuff. Oh, now here, what I found. See? Look at there. It's not over here. Oh, I want my stickles. Say a prayer, I find my stickles. Say a prayer, I find my stickles real quick. I've got all these little containers here on my top of my desk that have, you know, everything. Let's see. I wonder if I actually put it up here. I don't know if I did or not. Well, that ain't no fun. I know I'll find it as soon as I get off, right? See, it's back here where my glues. No, it's not there, not there. Oh well, I'm not doing good with this, girls. Sorry, I really wanted to use my stickles. I do have something here that's called a, I'm going to turn it around, make sure, okay. Well, shoot. I have this, and I'll try it on something here. It's called a Wink of Stella brush, and it's like a clear glue with sparkle in it. Let's just try it and see what happens, right? And so maybe to start with, I go easy. It's hard to tell when it's... This is when you have to squeeze this to get it flowing. And then when it gets flowing... Okay, now my stickles would be, oh, shootski pootski. I got enough on here to do the whole house. So on the little white spots of the watermelon seeds, I'm going to put this little sparkle in those. What time are we? Oh, we still got plenty of time. Okay, so let's do this. And that'll just give it a little enough sparkle. Okay, so we've got that on there. Then I'm going to think, let's see here. Where else do I want to put it? There's maybe on some places that on the painting, the drawing, they have some reflection. I'm going to just put some of this on here. So like on the backs of these ants and on their little shadows, here's like a little shadow. I'll show you here what I'm doing. And you're probably not even going to be able to tell on there, but I don't think you can, well, you can probably see up there on that red ant. See how that sparkle is? And on the seeds now that I've got it sparkling. Oh, thank you, Karen. I have never been accused of lacking enthusiasm. Yeah, I have a lot of passion. Doing things like this, brings my passion out. When I talk about the Lord, my passion comes out in my things that I talk about and stuff. Of course, I have a passion for my kids, but my grandson, I really have passion for my grandson. Oh, gosh. Even though I love them all. But you know. Okay, let's take that off of there. Yeah, I'm trying to find my stickles and I can't. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Did I? Wait a minute. I found it. See, did somebody pray I'd find my stickles? Did somebody pray? Okay, I'm going to wipe that off my hands. I'll squirt it out. I found my stickles. Look at my fingers. I'm looking like the Grinch here. What in the world, huh? Okay, now this one here is called Crystal Drops by Nuvo. And this is Stickles. And let's just see what it does. I really like what that other one did on these little tiny fine spots. Let's see here. Let me give it a tester. Okay, we're going to put a Stickles here. And a Stickles here. Because there's lots of little bubbles and things in this print. Like, not bubbles that I made. Bubbles from, I don't know, I guess it's like little shadows or something and they're supposed to be here. It's part of the print. It's cute, really cute. But what I'm doing now is just going through and I'm adding some Stickles to this. Patsy Ray, if you're still on here, my dear friend, you're going to be so proud of me, aren't you? Using my Stickles. And then this here kind of looks like water, so little beads of water on the watermelon. So anytime there's the beads of water here, I want to stickle it. I'm going to stickle the little bubble beads. Oh my gosh, I think I could do this all day. This is so relaxing. Don't fall asleep. Don't fall asleep out there. Okay, let's see. Got a few more here. How fun was this one? Oh my gosh, I can't thank you enough, Lisa. This one is really a fun. Has so many things to play with. Okay, I've got those. Then I'm going to put a little stickle drop on top of those that I just did, but not cover them up fully. Just add on to it. So I started working recently at a scrapbook store, and I only work 2 days a week, 12 hours a week. And oh my gosh, do I love it. I have so much fun. And so I'm discovering all these things too that I'd never had gotten before. That, you know, now I can get a little discount with it too. So it's kind of fun. Okay. Oh my gosh, this is going to be so cool, you guys. I know you're not going to be able to see it all. But it even, with the Stickles, it makes it stand up. Can you see how it's standing up, those little water bubbles? Like, it looks like real water. Look at this. Isn't that fun? How fun is that? Okay, we'll go through and we'll keep stickling more. And then I think of maybe I'm going to come back through here and I'm going to put a little bit of some, I don't know, I don't want to use dark, but like if I take my fine gold marker on this yellow, and let me just see what it does. If I just touch the edges of these flowers here in the middle, and that kind of gives it that look of the, oh, what's the middle of the flower called? Makes it look like it's sticking up here. Oh, yes, I like that. Just putting it on some of the tops of the leaves, and it's a gold, but it really kind of looks more like a mustard yellow. So I'm going to go add these on. But you see how you can just take something as simple as this print and just make such fun pieces of art from them. Just got to let our imaginations flow, right? And most of the time it doesn't flow until you're right in the middle of it. Well, that's what I find. Don't you all find that? Sit down and not have a clue what you're going to do with something, and then boom, bang. Okay, so now we've got those on. Awesome. Okay, look at that. Can you see what I did to the white flowers? See how I added the little touch of yellow on there? And then, let's see here. I know I'm going to put the butterfly here. Now, here's a cute piece, you guys. Let me see if I have time to add this on. Here is something that would be cute on this. I just saw on there. Let's see. I've got this green doily, which I definitely could use. But there's a little piece of tablecloth hanging off of here. Oh, gosh. Gotta do it. I gotta do it because you know I'm a doily gal. So, down at the bottom of this picture, see how the lace tablecloth is hanging? I'm going to see if I can take some pieces of this old lace in green, and we're just going to glue that on, and I think I can get this on with the hot glue. Just the top edge, bring her down, okay, and then I'm going to poke it down in there, and then I'm going to get another snip of this. Oh, see, this is why I love to do this. You just never know what's going to come out. Let's see, I think I can do it with this one maybe. It's not as frilly, but it'll work. Okay, let's come up here, go across the bottom of this where the table's at. And then I'm going to put another little hunk of this lace right across there. We're going to overlap it so that it attaches. And then I'm not going to cut it. I want to bring it, I'm going to put some glue down here, and I'm just going to let it spread out where it wants to spread out, okay? So, 4 more minutes, do one more piece in there. And it's just a very, you don't even, it's not an in-your-face kind of a piece. It's just a looky what we put together kind of a piece, right? But it looks kind of old and vintagey, which you know I love. Okay. Overlap that a little bit to make it a little fuller. Okay, now again, you may or may not be able to see it there, but there's the little tablecloth piece in the color of the green hanging down there from an old lace doily. Okay? Oh gosh, has this been... I want to do some more. I want to do some more. Okay, let's see here. So then I could take, and you know, there's some, here's a little cute piece. I don't know what I'll use this on here. I don't think I will, but see that cute little, that's something I would typically be able to use. But since I'm going with the gold, I'm trying to stay away from this. Now I do have a piece here. I'm going to overlap this little snippet of lace that I just found sitting here doing nothing. I don't know why it's just sitting here doing nothing, but it's going to be a piece now. We're going to just patch it on there. Give it a little more oomph. Okay. Well, you guys, I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you've enjoyed it. Please give the Hen House in Bloom a follow. give Moments with Celeste, my page, a follow, and any of these wonderful people that you see on here that have the little of me gifts and specialties who provided my items today. But give us a follow and check us out. We all do lives on our own pages as well as on the group pages. And so coming up next is Glitzy Yaya. And so Glitzy Yaya is going to be our next one. And the very last one tonight will be starting at 7 p.m. Eastern time. So you got about 2 or 3 more to go through. Hi, Lori. Hi, hon. And give them a follow. And then I'm going to sit here and keep playing with this and see what I come up with. And then I'll post a picture of it later, okay? So, love you all. Have a wonderful, wonderful, blessed day. And let's just enjoy life, you know? Enjoy life. And I'm going to just sit here and add a few more of these until they pull me off. And this is going to be a fun little sparkly little piece here. So I'm thinking I got to do something here to make this watermelon rind stand out a little bit. So who knows what'll be on there the next time you see this, right? Who knows what'll be on there. Now I could here take some stickles. And just run a line around where the rind, the red part, meets the yellowish greenish part. Definitely can do that. The only thing about stickles that I have found out is it takes quite a while for stickles to dry. So this will be just one more little element that's going to make it pop. Pop, pop, pop. So grab yourself a printable and do some decoupaging and have a good time. Okay, so there what we got. Then I'm going to put the saying up in here, some type of saying, okay? I know they want me to go right until the 4 o'clock mark, so I don't want to leave anybody hanging on the other end who's trying to do everything the way that's supposed to be done, because I'm always a get her done, fast person, and I have to realize that sometimes I have to just slow my pace a little bit. I appreciate y'all coming in. So I'm going to go ahead and buzz off. Talk to y'all later. Bye-bye.